Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at Easy Auctioning Box Breaks. And for this video we're going to take a look at two more of my old school Magic the Gathering decks. I'll probably keep doing two per week until I run out of decks that I had made. I probably had about close to 20, so two a week. That should fill up a good month and a half, or 2 months. Actually, more than two. It'll. My brain is tired right now. It's been a long day. It'll fill up some time, and I'll keep putting the videos out each week, one per week. So we'll take a look and see which two decks we have here. So it's a white, okay, so I know what deck this is by looking at the first creature. This was a life gain deck that can get ridiculous pretty fast and get out of hand. When I would play it, there was only one card really that I was afraid of running into. And I know my friends would sideboard it in certain decks. It's a black card. I think it was from the Onslaught block, where if your opponent would gain life, they would lose double that life instead, which would kill me pretty quickly because I can gain a lot of life in this deck, and you'll see the cards, the creatures, and the spells and stuff that would allow me to do so. So we have a Soul Warden, which lets me gain 1 life anytime any other creature comes into play, either on my side or my opponent's side. This would kill if I was running behind and couldn't protect myself with creatures, or if my life total wasn't high enough. I would just play Rout, destroy all the creatures. Here's one of the cards, Beacon of Immortality. So target player's life total is doubled, and then once this spell resolves, it gets shuffled right back into your library. So there's chances of you drawing them multiple times. Here's Gerard Capuchin. He's a legendary creature. Beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life for each card in an opponent's hand. So if your opponents are holding on to cards, you can gain life with that. There's Howling Minds. Just let me draw extra cards. Lets everyone draw extra cards. So usually people would leave it alone and let it stay on the board. Storm Herd. So this is a spell that costs 10 to cast, so you have to be well along into the game before you get this out. But it puts X11 Pegasus tokens into play, where X is your life total, which can, again, with this deck, can be pretty big. Swords of Plowshare is more protection and creature removal. Another Rout. Here's another Beacon. Swords, as you can see, a lot of planes. Library of Lang, so this would let me skip my discard phase, and if something forced me to discard, I could put it to the top of my library rather than the graveyard. And it also let me, I had no hand limitation. I could keep as many cards in my hand as I wanted, since I didn't have to discard. Here's another creature that had protection from black and red, but it also gives you 1 life when another creature comes into play, so more life gain. Here's one of the main creatures. Once my life total got big enough, Serra Avatar, so its power and toughness are equal to my life total. And if it were to be put in a graveyard, it gets shuffled back into the library instead. Soul Warden, here's another Gerard. Land Tax lets me draw out lands and put extra lands in my hand, so I wouldn't need them. Another Wrath, another wipe the board card, Wrath of God. Another Storm Herd. Another Champion, Avatar. Herd, Champion. I think there's only one other special card in here that we haven't seen yet. It's a land from Arabian Nights. Oh, here's another one. This is from the Kamigawa block. Sack a creature for 3. You gain life equal to its toughness. I would usually just sack the avatar since it would be pretty beefy. Route your ivory tower. So during my upkeep, I gain 1 life for each card above 4 in my hand with the Library of Ling. Unless, you know, I can hold on to cards and build up that big life total. Another beacon, another beacon. Felden's Canes. Let me shuffle my library if I need to. Back in, or my graveyard back into my library. Haven't come across the land yet. Howling Mine, 2 more avatars. It's the last card. So the last card is a Diamond Valley. You tap it and sacrifice 1 of your creatures in exchange for a number of life points equal to its toughness. So again, the Serra Avatar would be the creature of choice to do that, since it would probably be pretty beefy and big. So that's my life gain deck. Basically, you just protect and hold out until you can, your life points get high enough and you get that Serra Avatar out there and just start beating people down with that big creature, or you get that Storm Herd card and you cast all those Pegasus tokens. So that's the first deck. The second deck is another white deck. I think this is my soldier deck. So it's this is another theme deck built around soldiers. Here we go. Wrath of God. Here's the Precinct Captain. So this is a newer card that I added to it because of what it does. Generating soldiers if it deals combat damage. Captain of the Watch gives bonus to other soldiers. Elspeth, Knight Errant, Planeswalker, that gives bonuses to soldiers. Put this in here just as a protection card. In case my opponent's beating me down, throw it on Nice Worship, and your life can't go below 1. Kismet, another thing just to slow down my opponents if I'm not drawing well. There's a foil textless Wrath of God. There's an outpost that from alliances that you can generate, tap and generate soldier 1/1 soldier tokens. Intrepid Hero, Captain, Mobilization. So attacking doesn't cause soldiers to tap, and you tap 3 mana, and you pump out 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Very good card. Captain Watch, Decree of Justice. So you can do, you can cycle it. If you cycle it, you get X amount of 1/1 soldier tokens, and if you wait and do the full cast, you can pump out 4/4 angel tokens. There's another Elspeth, Knight Errant, Master Decoy, lets me tap creatures. It's a soldier. Another Planeswalker, Balance, land tax again. It's always a good card to have in a white deck. Lets you search out basic lands. Here's a Glorious Anthem. All my creatures get +1/+1. Outpost, Mobilization. As you can see, it's pretty solidly built around, 5 or 6 cards, and then there's support cards. A bunch of basic planes. I don't think there's anything else different. Oh, I take that back. Enlightened Tutor. So let me look for those enchantments that I need. All right, well, that's a look at these 2 decks. So this is part 3. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about these cards. Obviously, I know there's newer cards for life gaining and stuff like that, because I play Arena and there's tons of life gain. But there's some really good old ones in here that you just can't match. But tell me what you think about the decks, and if you like looking at videos like this, I will continue to make them. Until next time, have a good night. Take care.